What is happening in Myanmar right now is, we can say, the civil war. That is the war between the military government and the government of the people. That is called NUG, the National Unity Government.
Since 2021, thousands of innocent people are killed. Now the people are suffering from every kind, every level of oppression from the military.
By nearly every feasible measurement and in every area of human rights, economic, social and cultural, as much as civil and political, Myanmar has profoundly regressed.
Hello, brother. Yes, I have got a question for you. Those who are in Myanmar is in hell now. What is lacking in Myanmar government?
When we say hell, what is hell, by the way? Is it really a place of fire? Going back to the discussion in eschatology, it is said that hell is not a place. Even the magisterium of the church does not confirm the full detail of what hell is. It does not give us the names or the list of names of those souls who are in hell, because it does not give us the very detail of what hell is. Now, when God breathed on us the breath of life, or the ruwa, it comes along with our dignity. What is lacking in Myanmar government is that they fail to recognize one's dignity that brings along the experience of hell to those who are in Myanmar. Their failure to recognize the dignity of the people of Myanmar leads the people of Myanmar into hell. What is heaven for those who suffered and died for the freedom? And are they still suffering in purgatory?
Heaven is the ultimate end and fulfillment of the deepest human longings, the state of supreme definitive happiness, and it is a beatific action. So, for the people who suffer and die for freedom in Myanmar, they will gain their happiness, and they will fulfill their ultimate end in heaven by seeing God. It is a beatific action. It is not a place, but it's a beatification to be with God and to be in God. Even though they are not Christian, even though they are not Catholic, they can still have the happiness that is given to them in heaven. So the question, are they still suffering in purgatory for their sins? We can say purgatory is not a place of punishment. Purgatory is a doorstep of heaven that can purify ourselves. This purification can be done by the prayer of the people on earth, and also the merits and the good work of the people who remember them. I think and I hope they are not suffering in purgatory for their purification, because the people of Myanmar always remember and always do merits for them, for especially those who suffer and die for the freedom of Myanmar. So, to answer the question in short, they are in heaven. They are already enjoy the beatific vision of God, and they don't. Purgatory is only a purification. They purify themselves by giving their life. Is God and the saints present with us, especially with the victims of the Myanmar massacre?
Very good question. Yes, we can see already in the context of the Myanmar, it's very hard. You can see, is God present there? Is God really answering our calls? And why did God let this happen? For me, God is present there. We may not see it physically, but I think God is really present there, especially during those times. We might always see in the context of God should be the one to stop it, but no. I think at the moment of their death, God is present there. God is present with those victims. He's before we cried, God already first cried, because He already know what is going to happen. So God is the one who comforted them, especially during those hard times. For the saints, I think they're already there. We can remember it that the saints. We always think that the saints should have done something miraculous or should be present in the church, or rather they should be the ones who are now listed in the book of the saints. But no, there are saints who are unlisted, or what we mean, saints are not publicly recognized, but they are recognized by the eyes of God. So it's very cruel, it's very tragic that what happened in their lives, in the victims of Myanmar. But I think they're already there with them. Heaven is not something, a place, but more in the state. And we can always assure them that they will not be forgotten. They will always be remembered. That is why the presence of the saints are always powerful, because we remember them. So I think it's fitting that we should remember them always, because if we forgot them, if we forget their sacrifices on what they have, then what is communion saints all about if we forgot them? And God does not forget us.
What can we say about the future of the forsaken civilians of Myanmar in eschatological sense?
The future of the forsaken in the eschatological sense is not futurum. It means the future is not the static continuity of the present with collective amnesia, meaning to say that ignoring the experience and memories of the sufferings in the past. But the future of the forsaken is adventum. It is called a process which is to come, but not yet fulfilled. The people in Myanmar protest that there is something terribly wrong in the present, and at the same time they resisted with a strong conviction that never will it happen again this way. So we can see the dangerous memory of Jesus Christ on the cross when he is crying, Abba, why have you forsaken me? So this voice is still echoing in the forsaken people of Myanmar. Embracing the dangerous memories of the forsaken is embracing the dangerous memories of Jesus Christ.
What is the future of the creation in Myanmar? What do you think it is?
Through our subject, eschatology, it is saying there that there is a hope in the future. Even we are suffer, but still give us a hope to hope for that in the future, as we can say that might be okay. At least not give, do not have it's like not surrender, but let us have hope. Because as we can see that situation, even people in Myanmar still they are looking for a good way to overcome that situation. And as we can just say that let us have hope that in the future that situation might be okay. So eschatology gives us hope to see all the situations, especially as we right now saying about Myanmar. Let's have hope together.
Light the candle and think of someone or somebody or a member of your family who has passed away in this life. Think of him. Think of the happy memories. Think of how he or she lived his life. Remember all those laughters, all the joy, all the sadness, all the happiness. Tell how happy you are today that you were able to remember your memories together with him or her. As we close our session, you may now say your final words to the person whom you are talking right now. And together you may now blow the candle.
Thank you for praying with us. Thank you for listening with us.
Do not lose your hope. We will always remember the victims of Myanmar.
And as we have said, nothing can separate us from the love of God. Thank you very much.